Summer morning breeze, the fragrance of you wafts towards me, memory sublime. Yeah, that morning breeze will do it, man. What a summer, huh? So much is going on. We have to remain steady, keep our feet on the ground, huh? Our feet on the ground. Tibetans say the ideal person has their feet on the ground and head in the clouds. So let's go into the clouds for a moment for the reading of this week, the I Ching for July 18th, 2016. Number 44, Guo coupling. Above is heaven. Yeah. Below are the roots of the tree. That's the balance, you see. The wisdom. Okay. Buckle up, folks. The feminine is on the march again and is awesome. Move to meet. No, she is not alone. Your ancestral memories are her companions. Got it? Got it? There has been an evident but not very subtle feeling of an internal stirring for the whole world at this time. We feel it individually, and we feel it as a tribe, and as states and nations, and as our earth, as Gaia. This is signifying that something out of the ordinary is coming your way. It is the rising of the feminine. These feelings and the energy that comes with it is the advanced message to tell all sentient beings that the return of the matriarchy is forming and beginning to move. It is now proper to go to meet the feminine, the anima, as this yin energy comes your way, embodying joy, celebration, beauty, and the gift of manifestation. This is heady stuff, and you could forget yourself and get lost in her swirl of pleasure, copulation, fertility, and the sacred. It will be a benefit to take of the sensual pleasures and passionate stirrings, but do not marry this maiden. The she that is presented here is to embrace, but not to possess. In your business, personal, or spiritual life, a sensual encounter has either recently entered your field or is imminent. This dynamic force should not be denied. The challenge will be to not go beyond your dignity and to not go beyond your integrity, to enter into the dance with this very powerful goddess and what she represents. What she brings to you are the sacred gifts of ancestral divinity, both yours and that of the Earth's indigenous history. You see, the indigenous history is the Earth is coming back and is being embodied to save our butts right now. We got to pay attention and return. It's not about dominating this Earth. It's about loving this Earth and letting her be what she is. And then all things come into balance. This happening is offered for you to partake of and use judiciously on your journey. This clean, bright energy is meant for you to cleanse yourself of the darkness you've recently encountered, and that's been real. Think about it. The darkness that you've walked through and you've survived, right? Now's the time to wash it off with the energetic force of the feminine. It's presented in its magnetic and seductive energetic form. Joining with this force, you'll be led to identifying a person, a tribe, or a group of fellow pilgrims that will stimulate your mind and allow your creativity to flow like the river after a spring rain. After that spring rain, it's so sweet and so sensual and a great, surprising pleasure to behold. Yeah? Let that just click your memory for a second, and all your senses, the sense of smell, the sense of being, the sense of knowing who you are in that moment when that first spring rain comes. Well, that's what's coming now. This energy, this offer, is not meant for you to hold, and most certainly not to attempt to control. For this is the dancing spirit that comes from the depth of history in both the present reality and in your personal parallel divinity. The benefit will come as you copulate with this spirit in integrity and generosity. It is in this space that your creative self will stand strong and grow from the encounter with this pure essence of the feminine spirit. In the early writings of the I Ching, the instructions are clear and contain this caveat: dance with the maiden, but don't marry. Take this statement to heart, and it will protect you from disappointment and devastation. Devastation of the life structures you've constructed through your diligence and inner work. You see, if you think that you're going to be able to capture the feminine energy, or you're going to be able to dominate it, you're not there. Man or woman, doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to do it. And if you do it, and if you think you've done it, you're going to get in a mess. It really is about letting this energy flow, letting it be a part of you. Yin and yang together, but let the yin dance in front. With this new influx of energy, you have the opportunity to make a very real and tangible change in the world as you move in concert with your tribal fellows. Be warned, do not bring this mistress to your relationship. Your connection is too hot and would burn the bonds you've made, no matter how strong. The new personal love or project filled with passion on the horizon should stay there for now, as you are consciously swept into the realization that this encounter with the sacred feminine is brief, and that brevity is what will support you in your service to the great good of humankind. If this joining is not kept brief, you would be consumed. Got it? This is coming towards you. It's not coming towards you to own it. But it's coming for you to make it useful. This offer of power, riches, and sensual pleasure brings the dark side, the shadow, to the forefront. Stay in integrity, even though the ego will say to greedily take all you can get, to hoard it as your personal stash of power, and mete it out only for your own aggrandizement. The ego is the quintessential trickster, the coyote, making dark look light and making light look dark. Your clarity of discrimination will be made whole by staying in your dignity and in your integrity. Do this in all matters concerning your present situation, and look at your present situation. It's about now finding balance as you're made to face the awesome power of the feminine. If you deny this, you give your power to the ego. When you're presented with great promises for love, position, wealth, or power, definitely go and take a look. Then embrace what works for you and discharge the rest. This does not mean you will fully move away from the darkness. That's not the point. It is about how you're using your discriminatory strength to meet this energy flow midway. Honor what has arrived and extract what matches your intent. Honor that it has arrived and extract what matches your intent. This can be a dangerous play if you get into a dance with darkness. You have to know when to let go, when to change partners. The teaching of this lesson is to look at the offer and accept only what works for you and leave the rest. This is a lesson in the art of discrimination. Don't be afraid. Because fear right now is not going to serve you. The benefit will be to stand on guard so that you're not sucked in so deep you can't get out. Walking with integrity in the face of seduction is an important skill to acquire on this road less traveled towards love, abundance, and moving deeply into your consciousness, into your spirituality. Take note, the unsaid promise of love, sex, easy money, or quick and easy spiritual advancement is a move by the coyote trickster, the ego. All right. We've covered it, right? But now go. Go to meet. Have encounters. Examine opportunities and play. Play with the finding the balance of yin and yang. This is the jumping in point, expanding the creative spirit of passion. Temptation has brought you to this point, and now it's up to you to know how far to go, how deep to get in without getting burned or suffocated. You'll know. Your intuition is strong. Just trust it. The more you trust your intuition and act on it, the stronger it gets and the more belief you have. And what is the belief in? It's in you. Have an open mind when this new and very tempting situation presents itself, but only go midway to meet it. Look and listen, and the truth will be revealed well before you become engaged and are involved in a downward spiral of negative energy. If you've looked at it wrong and you get caught, the swirl takes you down. Be on notice to protect yourself and honor your sacred place, honor your practice, and find stillness in the potential chaos. It is here you'll find the truth that will serve you. In all things there is dark and light, yin and yang. Do not be seduced by flattery or riches. Know well this, attempting to be in control is folly. You cannot control what the heavens bring your way. Simply let this yin energy flow through you. Do not retreat, even if you feel afraid. Use your fear as fuel to look deeply into the situation, and it will bring clarity and light into what was previously held in the dark. Above all, do not turn your back on this force. Bravely take the risk to face your fears and the darkness right up front, and it will become light. Your weaknesses will become your strengths, and your tears will give way to joy. Grieve for what or whom you must let go of and what you've lost, and make your move with the lightness achieved as you move to satisfaction and completion. When you find yourself in a difficult or seemingly impossible situation, it is self-knowledge that will extricate you and deliver you safely to the shore. Look deep within and see the embrace of your dark side and the emotions that come. Make your fears, tears, anger, and sadness your loving companions as you travel toward the highest good for you, for your tribe, and for our precious earth. These emotions are of the colors with which we paint our lives. With, as we have recently seen, Gaia has her own hidden dark side as well. It is a darkness that comes at us but then gives way to the dawning of light and love. After the forest fire, new trees grow. After the lands are swept clean, new growth comes and new people come. Do not fear your shadow self. Embrace it. Riches are often hidden in dark places. Look deep and feel deeper with what you bring to light. What comes to light is your authentic loving self of dark and light. We each are keepers of the light for Gaia, our earth. Use this light for what your heart tells you is correct. Be of service and maintain or begin your practice. In practice, as in service, we join with all sentient beings to harmonize with the re-emergence of the indigenous ways of self and planetary preservation. It is our responsibility to do this as Gaia's children. We must honor the Mother. Sing and dance and be joyous in ritual and celebration this week. Together as a tribe of conscious beings, we can lift the dark shields of fear and greed. And that is the truth. So it's time to pay attention, get ourselves to a place where we're putting things in order, we're honoring what the natural way is, that way that makes sense to us. And don't be afraid of love. Don't be afraid of love. Let love in. Is there love without hurt? You bet there is. Is there love without fear? Yes, there is. So move beyond fear, doubt, into love, abundance. and manifest peace. Be love and teach peace. At middle of September, I'll be in Berlin. You can find some things on the website. And then in October, the first 2 weeks of October, I will be in New York. And on the 9th, I believe, I'm doing a workshop in New York, a one-day workshop, that we go through the basics of my teachings and of the I Ching. After there, I go to Toronto, and I'll be doing some classes there as well. So if you have interest in any of this, send me a note and let me know. I'd love to see you. I'd love to meet you in person. It'd be really very, very special. I send you so much love from here. Back, I am at the 20th parallel. Back being embraced by the Gaia that is here in the tropics, where you wear this wonderful breeze like a coat of comfort and warmth. Travel safe and be love. In July18, I am the other you. Yeah, and I like it that way, huh? Namaste, amigos. Namaste.